And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? What the real life hell? What's going on?
Hell is going on. Welcome into So Happy You're Here podcast. That's Becky. I'm Erin. We are not, or we actually are, two non-blondes.
Yes, we are going to have a blonde with us, though.
We have a very special guest. Her name is Kim. She was a model at our former network and a dear friend of ours. She is coming up in just a little bit. So
but she has to drive, you know, she's on her stagecoach.
She's not just a drop dead gorgeous model. She's also a farmer's wife who literally harvests the land.
And yes, it is as sexy as it sounds.
Yeah, and wait till you get a load of her. So Kim's going to come in and share her secrets to enjoying life as she ages and staying drop dead gorgeous.
We need some tips from her.
Yes, and she's just a positive ray of light. But right now, we got to start with that song because honestly, what in the hell is going on?
There is,
Rebecca?
Honestly, there is so much in headlines and hearsay, which is what this entire podcast is founded on, giggles and, you know, half truths.
Yeah. Headlines.
Erin has been doing the Lord's work, doing some investigative research. You've done all the prep.
Well, here's the deal. So last week we were talking conspiracies. Little did I know aliens walk amongst us, allegedly. Okay, I've been thinking about that. Unfortunately, I fell into the wrong algorithm on social media, and all the conspiracies were being served up to me, as my mother would say.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Keep talking.
Hello, hello? Can you hear me?
You're good.
Am I good?
Yep.
Becky, she just wants to show off that she's the tech czar.
No, I just had a moment of, we had a little tech issue last week.
Oh, we did?
So I was like, I don't want to be responsible for one this week.
Here, I'm going to move this so it doesn't squeak. Okay. Are we good, my tech czar?
I don't know. Keep talking.
Okay, this is me. Put on a headphone.
This is going to be a nice live experience for you guys. A little BTS, as the kids say.
Well, also, Becky's trying to distract me from the conspiracies because they are so upsetting.
Well, I want you to get a good night's sleep.
Do we sound okay with those headphones on?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, last week, Becky and Sarah Skilrud told me that there's aliens walking amongst us. And then I stood firmly in a few conspiracy theories, you know, that I reserve the right to flip on a dime for. But mermaids, duh. That's a given. And then I do think there's a cure for cancer. And if I end up dead in the next few weeks, you know why.
No, there already is. We've seen now.
People come for you.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got down the wrong conspiracy algorithm. And I do have to say, as much as we are giggling, and I can't believe, I feel like every other episode we have to reaffirm that we're not crazy, but the craziest things keep happening, not just here in Minneapolis, but in the world. But I went down because I was on a conspiracy trail.
What restarts it that you just like it and read too much and then it just
if you read too much. So the longer you stay on something.
Okay.
So obviously our phones are spying on us, A. And
We've
then
all
B,
seen
I
that.
was interested in aliens. So the minute my phone hears me talk about the extraterrestrial.
Here's your tinfoil.
Yes.
Here's another story.
And I look up aliens amongst us, you know. Remember back in the day when my biggest concern is where Turkey was? I mean, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days.
Well, and have you seen those posts where it's like conspiracy theorists, 72, deniers, 0? Like,
yeah,
they're just ahead of their time.
Well, so anyway, this is okay. And this is too dark for this podcast because this podcast is all about the poops and giggles.
Yeah.
You know, we're just here to catch up.
Yeah.
It led me down the Epstein
But
trail.
now you're not getting good night's sleep because of it.
Because I slept maybe 2 winks last night.
Oh, no.
And I'm not a victim of this because we all need to know what's going on, but it is really dark to stomach. And so anyway.
So do you suggest that we do the work or do you suggest we run and hide and go look at puppies and panda bears? And
so what I want to say is hide and pretend it's not happening. But I think we're at a point where we can no longer act like this is just some crazy something, you know, and I'm not here to say who's to blame. I'm not here to say, you know, all I know is everything in there is wrong.
Yeah.
You know, so anyway, if you are going to go down that, make sure you're in a good mental space. Make sure that you have maybe a confidant to talk to.
Yeah.
And if you are up at 3:00 at night, as I was trying to figure out ways I can help, DM me, give me a ring. We'll probably be up at the same time.
But I do think, I mean, we're speaking cryptically, like, you know, when you're at the airport and you see those signs that say, if you like see something, say something.
Yes.
I think we can be more hyper vigilant about, you know, oh, that looks like a strange combination of people at the the quick trip, in the outstate Minnesota, like we're talking about keeping kids safe. That's the angle we would want to take, is if there's anything we can do. Let's just say it, Epstein Files. I mean, that's what we're talking about.
I already said it.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay.
I said Epstein Files.
I'm dancing around it like it's a...
No, it is here and it is here and we need to do something. I just don't know what the right thing is yet.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to move on from that though, because we are here to giggle like girlfriends and there's a lot of things we have to catch up on before Kim comes in.
Yes.
Okay. So first, Olympics are happening. Let's talk Olympics. There's two things I got to talk to you about. On that note, last night I was with some parents and we were talking about Catherine O'Hara's passing.
Aww.
And did you know that all of her organs in her body were flipped?
Is that what that was her
No, she ended up passing from cancer. By the way, they heard this podcast and released a PR
Aaron needs
statement.
to know. Yeah.
They heard the podcast. She was battling her own private battle with cancer that she just didn't come public on.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like a terrible person for saying, tell me why she died, but they clearly listened to this podcast.
But I think that helps people with, closure.
It just gives me, yes. But anyway, I was talking about some parents last night and apparently all of her organs were flipped.
So heart's on the right side.
So the question was, does she cover her heart like this for the national anthem? Or do you go this way because everybody else is? Or does she go here because her heart's on the other side? Love you, Catherine. R.I.P. girl.
And she would be doing the Canadian.
Oh, that's right.
She would be doing Canada.
Because she's from Canada.
Yes.
Anyway, so here's some Olympic dish, okay?
Okay.
There is, and listen, I'm going to get all of it wrong, his name and the country he's from, okay? But there is a man in one of the Winter Olympics, like a skiing.
There's a man in a sport.
Yes. And he's from, I'm going to say a Nordic country.
Okay.
Like Norway or Sweden or something.
Okay.
And he won a medal of sorts or had a good time.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, there was some publicity around him. So he's being interviewed about his performance, about his race or whatever. And he starts talking out loud saying how he fell in love with the love of his life 6 months ago. And unfortunately, he cheated on her right away. And he hasn't really been able to focus because he really wants to get back together with his girlfriend.
So he used it as a plea to her?
He used it as... He took the... Oh, now you think it's sweet.
I think it is, if he's trying to get back with her.
He is, but her take is no, sir, you cheated on me.
It's true.
Quit using this as
oh, she feels manipulated.
Because then people you were coming out oh, take him back. You should get with him. Oh, he's so sweet. He likes you. And she's rude. You're manipulating the public for me to take you back.
I feel that way about public proposals.
Another one, Breezy, the downhill skier. Her boyfriend proposed at the Olympics. I don't know if it was televised or not, but he did do that.
So trying to use the pub of it all.
At least that's a positive thing. At least he didn't get on his knees and say, hey, Breezy, congrats on that gold, but I just cheated on you. I mean, this man came out and said, I cheated on my girlfriend. She's the love of my life and I want to get back together.
My first inclination was, isn't it romantic? And then the second part was, once a cheater, always a cheater. And gross. Gross.
I know. Well, and it just shows you that Becky and I can flip on a dime on anything.
Oh, I mean... I listened back on episodes and I was like, nope. Of our own. The other
I
one
don't
we
agree
had,
with that crazy lady anymore.
our little Jessie Diggins won, bronze. She's the, is it cross country?
No idea.
Skier?
Is she from Minnesota?
Yeah.
Minnesota has, second to Colorado, the most U.S. Olympians right now. And that makes sense because it's the Winter Olympics.
Good publicity. Let's go Minnesota.
Curling. We have two Corys from Duluth, Minnesota. That's basically Canada. And they won, I think, second or third.
Fantastic.
In curling. A boy named Corey and a girl named Corey.
Terrific.
Okay, so what's to say? I'm sure that Olympian's ex-girlfriend is listening to this podcast as well. Do we agree? Don't be manipulated into taking him back. If you really want to take him back, I think you can, but don't do it because now he has all these people from around the world DMing you.
Yeah, and I feel like the in my generation, we didn't have a name for love bombing. You know what I mean? I think we didn't know what that was. So
Yep.
it'd be oh my gosh, she climbed up the balcony and no, that's called stalking.
Yes.
Things this happened to me. Things that happened to me, I think I misconstrued as these big dramatic showy things.
Did you have a man climb up the balcony?
The what do you call it? The
water
yes,
pipe thing?
yes.
What's that called? Rain gutter?
Gutters?
Yes.
Yeah. Climbed up the gutter and they're not anchored very well.
No.
And climbed up to my balcony. And I lived with 2 other girls.
Well, you had a balcony.
Well, sort of like a little, like
a deck
thing.
Okay.
And
were you
scared the
expecting
shit
him?
out of them? And like, yeah, it would. No, that's the problem. Is I was like, oh my gosh, he's he'll climb mountains for me. No, he's drunk and he's stalking you.
And you were answering the landline.
Right.
Oh, did you tell him to go home or did you let him stay?
No, I think we got in a fight, and it was just.
Yeah, another PSA: don't climb if she hasn't invited you in through the front door.
Right.
Don't climb up and try to come through the balcony door.
Right.
I had a guy in college. We had a balcony off of our room, and don't think it was fancy. This is the same house.
It was like a fire escape.
This is the same house that ran out of heat because we had an oil heater in the basement.
Oh, that's right.
And we had to throw a party just to raise enough money to buy the oil to have heat.
Where do you even get heating oil?
Don't ask me. Ask
heating oil
Velda,
man?
R.I.P. No, Veda. Veda was our
Landlord?
Yeah.
Is that when you had the tenant in the entryway that you would just scooch past?
When the man went number 2
Yeah.
and then never flushed it, and so we just locked the door?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell that story? We'll get into my college house another time. But I had a guy climb up and try to get in, and my roommates were like, absolutely not, sir. I was sleeping. I'd probably had too many drinks.
Yes.
I was sleeping in my room and like not answering my flip phone, my Nokia flip phone. And so he took it upon himself to climb, and it was thunderstorming, and he fell. And then he got mad, and my roommates were like, yeah, serves you right. Get out of here. Get out.
Because you weren't answering the phone.
Yeah.
So did you think that was romantic or creepy?
I thought it was creepy.
Okay.
I thought it was super creepy.
Took me about 30 years to figure out.
Okay,
That was
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so anyway, lady, don't get back together with him.
I don't
unless you
think
really
so.
want to.
I think that's a sign.
Second thing in a little bit of controversy surrounding the Olympics is the American ice dancers, Bates and Chalk, I think is their name. They got second to the French ice dancers. Now, the French ice dancers, the couple, they're phenomenal. Really, really good. The guy won gold 4 years ago with a different partner. Apparently, they had a falling out because he was really difficult to get together or to hang out with. This is all headlines and hearsay. So then he ends up becoming partners with a woman, I think from Canada, but of French background. And she split with her ice dancing partner.
Whoa.
Because there was allegations against him, allegedly, for misconduct.
Whoa.
So they only got together like a year ago, which is like infancy.
And some of these
for
teams are together for 10 years.
15, 20 years,
Yeah.
they get married, right? So the U.S. couple has been together for like 15 years.
Let's go, USA.
End up getting married, their husband and wife. This French couple, he won 4 years ago with a different partner, just got with his other partner, I think March of 24. Again, the headlines and hearsay. Anyway, the French couple wins by like a point. Less than a point. Okay.
So is it controversial?
Yes.
Oh.
So what the Olympic Committee is saying, or like the people on the inside, they're saying that there's certain technical things that the couples are judged on that the layman eye, hence me, wouldn't notice.
But
like the
aren't
edges they take on their skate.
Oh, because I like what they're doing in the broadcast. They're putting the skills up in the left-hand corner. Like, this is the thing they have to do. Oh, and by the way, did you know it's not a sow cow?
What is it?
It's like SELCHOW. Haven't you thought your whole life they were saying sow cow?
Yeah.
It's like a cell chow or sow
Okay.
cow. It's like must be someone's name. I had no idea.
By the way, Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir are killing it. I love them. If you guys want to come on the podcast, you're welcome to. And if you need anyone to fill in, we will fill in, and I'll wear crazy hats like Johnny.
And you know they're on the Traders right now.
And I don't watch the trailers.
I think you would love it.
Really?
Well, and here's the thing. And this is not a spoiler alert. They go in, they are best friends.
Yeah,
Best friends.
Yes.
But they are going in chilly to each other. And the other people are so involved in their own psychodrama.
Oh, I actually heard about that where people are like, it just shows the narcissism of so many of these people, because how do you not know Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir are
Correct.
Or once you know your cast, don't you look them all up?
Of course.
Don't you search them up and know
Google
everything
them.
about them? Their birthday,
Yes.
their sign,
Who
all
said
of
that?
that.
Jennifer Tilly said that on Housewives too. She was like, don't tell me that you didn't Google every last one of us.
Exactly.
When they act like, I'm not familiar with your work.
By the way, another side note, I haven't been watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills for quite a few seasons. I'm just kind of over it. But Rachel Zoe is giving it all new life.
She's
really
so
like
great.
her, you guys.
She's a real, like a wise old sage too.
And I know she talks like a Valley girl, so it gives it the bad rap, but
Yeah.
she's got, good advice.
Yeah.
And I think she's a real girl's girl.
I think so too.
And she has incredible style.
Boy, she's got a great closet.
I know.
And a real shopping problem.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I love about her.
So I'm sorry, I took you off skill, but the skills on the Olympics up in the left-hand corner, they tell you this is the thing they were supposed to perform and they got this score.
For the actual skill, but there's still other technical elements that you're not
That
seeing.
we're not seeing.
And one of the big ones is the blade and like the edges that they take on the blade. So anyway, apparently the Olympic Committee is saying, and the judges, the French team had so much better technical execution. That's how they beat the USA team.
Okay.
But if you go back and look, synchronization is also a huge part of ice dancing. And the American team, the USA team, their synchronization, literally you cannot tell them apart. It is so insane.
Well, they've been together for 1,000
And the
years.
French team on what they call the twizzles, the turns, they were off on the twizzles. And then they also had a shaky lift. So it is very surprising that they beat them just on technicality.
Right.
When you really go back and look at it.
Right.
Either way, if you don't think I was digging out my old dance costumes and asking John to take or ice skating lessons with me, you're crazy. I wanted to be the bull and let him be the matter, or what are they called? The
Matador.
Yes.
Matador, yeah.
Yes. I'm the matador.
But I
he's
like
the bull.
Matterhorn better.
Yeah, Matterhorn. Which I think is the mountain from where the cheating guy is from. So anyway, now I want to be an ice dancer with my husband, John, who has never been on ice actually one time on ice skates and it didn't go well.
Jack just had an audition they're bringing Scout back.
What's
A
that?
Scout used to be kind of like a Jeep back in the day. There was like internationals. They were a little bit more like World War II kind of trucks, really tough trucks. And do you need a Kleenex?
Yeah. Guys, sorry, I'm sick. I have to blow my nose a little.
Yeah. They're having an audition for a commercial they're shooting here in the Twin Cities. And so Jack had to go out and like skate. And I hadn't seen him skate,
But he skated his whole life as a hockey player, right?
Totally. And he's always been a really pretty skater. And I was like, we were out filming him, helping him, because how are you going to film yourself?
Yeah.
And I was like, what a gift.
Yes.
What a gift to be able, and like you're a dancer. Like I was thinking about that. What would I do if I think I would be a better singer. I would try to be a better singer.
You're a really good singer.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, you've got chutzpah.
Skating?
I know skating is a skill.
Beautiful.
Even though both of my boys, they did not like hockey, but when you live in Minnesota, it's kind of a rite of passage. You just have to learn how to play.
And honestly, when you're a little kid, it's like that's a day with friends.
You
Like,
just
we're
go
just
out
gonna
because
go
we
to
have a
the
lot
park.
of ponds that freeze over, and you just go outside and skate. I'm happy they learned how to skate. But,
You have to know how to swim and skate in Minnesota.
oh gosh, yeah, it absolutely mandatory.
Yeah.
right. But if you can only imagine James in skating uniform and
Erin sent me a picture of her little buddy. So James must have been 4 or 5.
yeah.
Little guy. Oh no, not that little. How old would you?
Well, they said it was 10
Was it
years
10?
ago. No, 15 years.
Yeah.
No, 15 years ago he wasn't born. So 10 years ago. Yeah, he was 4. It was 10 years ago. So James was 4.
And my little buddy was
15.
probably like a
And
sophomore.
James went and watched him skate.
Yes, they had a skate
So
with the
sweet.
Hornets. Oh,
So sweet. Okay, now you have something to tell me about Dancing with the Stars. And I'm surprised that you know about this and I don't.
this is exciting. And I don't know if it's going to happen, but what they're suggesting is that the Dancing with the Stars people are going to do a spin-off with Robert Irwin because he is just charisma,
he's
on a stick.
charismatic.
He's so cute, but he and Mark Ballas are going to go out in search of a new pro. So it's going to be literally in search of the new pro. Right here, she's right here, and
Never
Mark,
ballroom danced a day in my life except with Louis Armstrong.
you just give it time. You just give it.
You
His
should
mom.
have him on.
What? Louis Van Amstel. Yeah.
I said Louis Armstrong, Louis Van Amstel.
She's on some cold medicine. She's been doing
You guys,
research all night.
I've been sick for about a week. I'm sorry. And I didn't sleep last night because I accidentally fell down the conspiracy hole and I need to be part of the solution and I don't know how to be part of it.
I feel like we have to make a rule at our house about phones. I'm like a child. Like,
what do you mean?
Cannot be by my bed because I wake up in the middle of the night and then I grab it.
Yeah.
And the next thing I know is 2 hours just went by.
Yeah. But I will tell you, it did come in handy last night when my mind couldn't stop. So I look up my pandas and cake decorating.
Perfect.
So if you look up pandas and just watch pandas like roll around and eat bamboo and stuff
And
or
listen
whatever
to So
they eat,
Happy You're Here podcast.
eucalyptus, yep. and cake decorating and listen to these soothing voices, you go right back to sleep. Okay, so I know we take the boys' phones from them every night, and I'm really worried about Will going to college because we've always regulated it. His phone, the minute it's different times for when they go to bed, but the phone comes out into family space.
I think it's important, or at least learn how to do your do not disturbs so you're not seeing it, light up or whatever. Yeah. Okay, so Mark Ballas. Okay. Sorry, back to
Mark Ballas is one of the longest running pros on Dancing with the Stars.
Also on Traitors.
He's on Traitors. Is he doing well? I can't imagine him.
And I'm not giving anything away. I think what's happening is the edit goes to who's going to get kicked off. And so I kind of like that he's being more quiet. Yeah. Because I think that bodes well for him.
Okay. He seems like a great guy.
Yeah.
So
a nice head of hair on that one.
He's got tons of hair.
Beautiful.
So is he really doing this? And how do I apply?
Yeah. So they are, the way that they're pitching it is that his mom, Shirley, who is a very famous Latin, she's the queen of Latin is what they call her. She would be a judge. He and Robert would be like the hosts.
I've got to start taking ballroom dance lessons real quick and try to be a pro.
That'd be amazing.
So I heard a big announcement. They did it on one of their affiliate. I think it's CBS or ABC. There's going to be a big announcement. And I was fingers crossed, praying to the good Lord above, meditating on it, putting it on my vision board.
They wanted normal people.
That it was going to be Dancing with the Fans.
It should be.
And I was going to literally streak the quad to get their attention. I was going to light my hair on fire, streak the quad.
But why wouldn't they? For how they used to do multiple seasons in 1 year?
Yes.
Have like a pro
Dancing with the Fans.
And celebrity.
Please.
Yes.
I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
Dina.
I was so excited
Dina
about
Katz.
it. But what they announced is they're having a convention. And I haven't looked into this at all. So if you've looked into it further, let us know what I'm missing.
So like a BravoCon kind of thing?
Yes. And immediately, kind of like you with the cheating Olympian.
Yeah.
Immediately I'm like, fun. Yes. I could go down and meet them. But then I flipped almost as fast as you did. Cause I'm like, this is just a really expensive money grab, I think. Cause as much as I love watching the show, like I don't really need to be any of their best friends.
You know what I was trying to get you for Christmas?
What?
I wanted, tell me if you
Mark
found
Ballas as a dance partner.
I want a mirror ball trophy. And I looked, and I might just have to make it myself. So if you see some janky DIY, like glue.
If there is not a mirror ball trophy sitting on this.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. I looked and looked and looked, and I was like, you can't tell me that wouldn't be a great gift, and you could engrave it with anything. It could be, just world's greatest mom.
Best fan.
Real slick outfit.
Yeah. Real slick.
Could be anything.
Dancing with the Fans.
Yes.
Please, Dina Katz, please. So I'm not saying that people can't go to their convention. I think it's end of July, early August. And if you do go, FaceTime me so I can say hi to everybody.
Well, I think going to see them live would be the better of the two.
So I would love to go see them live. Although the problem is they're on tour right now and so many people are putting it on social media. And if you're a fan of Dancing with the Stars, I feel like I've seen every routine.
Oh, there's nothing new. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So I feel like fortunately and unfortunately, that's what social media will do to you.
Right.
Is I feel like I've already seen the show. I know I haven't really seen it all. But anyway, if anybody is going to go to the Dancing with the Stars con, please let me know. Maybe I'll send stuff with you.
Well, people say it's really expensive. Like BravoCon is no joke.
That's the thing. I know. Do you remember the time a girl from Minnesota that I'm friends with went to BravoCon in Las Vegas? And she walked up to Heather Dubrow and goes, I know Erin Newberg. And Heather was so sweet. She sat and talked to her.
Oh, I love
took
it.
Pictures with her. And then Heather texted me the selfies and said, make sure you get these to your friend.
God bless you.
Wasn't that sweet?
See, that's the thing. And I think it's so important for famous people to remember that. Like when somebody comes up to you, I know at a certain point you have to eat your spaghetti. But
yeah, I don't know that Heather eats spaghetti.
I don't think
I've been out to eat with her a few times.
Boy, she looks fantastic.
She does.
You know what though? She's one I think actually eats.
No, I've been out to eat with her. She eats.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something because I think edits on shows always kind of dictate people. So I feel like you shouldn't judge somebody till you meet them.
Yeah.
She's a really nice girl's girl.
Oh,
it's sometimes, you get like edits that seem like really out of, and listen, we only worked together, and had business dinners together.
Yeah, but enough that you know.
We weren't like, but I remember a few times being like, oh my gosh, Christmas is in 2 days. What should I get my kids? And she would like send me lists of things that worked for her kids. Like think about that. I don't know.
Really
I thought
cute.
It was really nice stuff.
Yeah.
So if you do go to BravoCon and you see Heather, you can mention Old Shop HQ people.
Yes.
And she might take a picture and send
May or
it
may
to
not.
us. Yes.
And as far as eating on camera, Michael Rappaport on the Traders.
Okay. Tell me about this. I did hear about this.
My gosh, you guys. Here's what happens. I think they make it look in Traders like they live in the castle and it's very glamorous.
Okay.
They don't. They're sleeping in like a Marriott down the way.
Oh, they are?
And then they come film in the castle.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Food is very like weird how they set it up. So like the breakfast that you see on Traders is their breakfast. So when you see people popping hard-boiled eggs just trying to get some protein in, they're starving to death. And so there's a scene with Michael Rappaport a couple weeks ago where he literally has his plate like this and he is shoveling it straight into his mouth because they've been out on missions all day. I'm like,
Is
there's
that how he
cameras.
eats?
He must. I mean, that's what I'm saying with edits. It's like, yes, you may or may not have gotten a good edit, but that was still you. So
Yeah.
he can be mad that they caught it.
Yeah.
But my brother, like,
Yeah.
you know the time that
Is
I
he
saw
single?
somebody eating like this? No, I think he's married.
See, and now I'm going to blame that on his spouse. Is he married to a man or a woman?
I think a woman.
I'm going to blame it on his spouse because there comes a time in every relationship where you need to be the mirror for bad behavior.
Yes.
For instance, I didn't know it was gross or weird to eat in bed. I ate in bed all the time.
I feel personally attacked.
I know. John was like, this might be a deal breaker. I'm like, what do you
like
mean?
a full meal or just like a snack?
So ice cream for sure at
That's
night.
different.
Like eating ice cream, watching. But when John's gone, one of my favorite things to do.
You have like a buffet.
Yeah. I order sushi and I put it on my nightstand. And I have all my 3 favorite drinks, a Diet Dr. Pepper, a water, and a glass of champagne.
Fantastic.
And I've got the soy sauce out. I've got the chopsticks. I got a thing of wasabi. It's all sitting around me.
Listen,
And I lay in bed.
If something doesn't go your way, you're going to launder it.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But John was the first to tell me, he's like, that's real sick. Like people don't like that. And I didn't know. And he's like, a crumb in the bed is so gross.
It is. I give you that with crunchy things. What I like about it is this is kind of the way I grocery shop too.
Okay.
When I come back from the grocery store, it looks like someone gave, an 8-year-old $100.
Okay.
It's just
You got like licorice.
Doritos, goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A can of SpaghettiOs.
Not one healthy thing.
But Phil is the cook in your house.
He's the cook, but I think it's similar. Like when John's gone, you're like, okay, now it's on.
Because he keeps everything like well oiled
Yeah.
and moving, like
So there's something like slightly subversive about.
yeah, so like if he's gone
Yeah.
for a night, I mean things just go off the rails.
But I love that that's as wild as it is. It's like, I'll show you.
I'm gonna eat sushi in bed by myself and go to bed at 8:30
On a school night.
I'm gonna watch Son-in-Law. Middle America. Also, when we moved into this house, it had we have an alarm system. So just if you ever try to rob me, I've got a dog who literally will mount you and then bite you.
I think the dog is the scariest thing.
And we have an alarm system.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, my husband is so buttoned up.
Yeah.
The first 4 or 5 times he was away from the house overnight. And I would set the alarm as he instructed me to do so before I went to bed.
Yes.
Every morning I would forget that it was on.
Oh, no.
And the cops would be here.
And you only get a couple freebies.
Oh my God, we've spent so much money in accidental alarms going off. And I can't remember the password.
No.
So I can't give them the password. There was one morning where I set it off and nothing happened. And I'm like, phew, we got lucky this time. All of a sudden, I look out in my backyard because I had opened the back door and there was 6 cops, guns pulled.
Shoot.
Looking under our deck and in the bushes. And I opened the door and I had to put my hands in the air. I'm like, I'm the homeowner. And they were like, ma'am, what the hell have you been doing? Your alarm went off. You didn't call
Were
anybody.
they calling you during that time too?
It's fuzzy. I can't remember.
Too much Diet
But
Coke
we
the
got
night
in
before.
big trouble that time as well because I set off the alarm so many times and I can't remember how to unset it.
And I feel like our little town, it's kind of sleepy for the most part.
There's
and so
not
I
a
feel
ton
like
of
that's probably the whole force. Like
gosh,
that's everybody
yes. There has been one woman who has been here 3 times.
oh no.
I'm like, hey, Sergeant.
But what if it's the girl who cried wolf though? And then it really is a problem.
I think that they're legally obligated to show.
Oh, they'll just charge you for it.
But So John has told me if it goes off, all I have to do is call this number and say our password. Can't remember the number or the password to save my life.
I know when they tell you you're supposed to have a different password for every login in the world. Come on.
I'm going to have to tattoo them all up my arm.
Literally.
And then as I get older and saggier, I'm going to be confused. Is that a capital H or a lowercase h? I don't know.
I know. It's like boobs.
It's like boobs.
Well, it started out as, like a 0 and now it's like a 1.
Yeah. We don't have to worry. The good news about having double A's is you don't have to worry about them being anything other than a 0.
No.
Some of my girlfriends who were blessed with,
Blessed and busty.
Yeah, blessed and busty. Yeah, now they're like, look at what's happening. I'm like,
Are they going to get a tuck?
I don't think they need one.
I appreciate the Kelsey girl said it's just a matter of time before she gets her boobs done.
What Kelsey girl?
The podcaster.
Oh.
She's had a zillion kids.
My
and
boyfriend's
she's
wife.
Yes.
I love Jason Kelsey.
Yeah. Well,
I still
of
have a
the
crush on him.
He is such a bear.
No,
He's
because you like D-bag, so Travis is yours.
he's too nice. I don't, you know my problem with that.
What?
When they did the podcast together, when Taylor and Travis did the podcast, I was like, oh no, this is a 90s sitcom where she's the smart one and he is the dumb.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You had a
hated the
problem with that.
Hated the dynamic. And I think he's probably just being really deferential because it's his podcast and she's the guest. I get it. But I was like, I don't love it.
Yeah. I was too distracted by how great Jason was because as outgoing and fun as he is and the way he danced with like that mask on.
Yeah.
At the Super Bowl and got crazy.
Shirtless? Was he shirtless too?
Yeah. Love a bear. Which I also married a very slender man, but I love. When they interviewed Taylor.
Yeah.
And this is something really hard to do if you haven't been on a mic before, is Jason did such a good job of being quiet and asking her questions and letting her respond.
He was great.
He was so good at that. So my king.
But you know what I realized? And this, I wonder if this happens. I don't mean to overstep on our podcast, but I think they're trying to be so deferential and kind and good hosts. And then you realize, oh, I am actually just here for you guys.
Yeah.
Like I understand it's Taylor Swift, but I'm like, okay, can you guys talk a little more? Like I would have wanted, and I realized that's when my fandom was like, oh yeah, I like their dynamic too.
Got it. The brothers dynamic. Yeah. My mom would say on this podcast that I talk way too much.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. And I did have that talk with Becky only once. About a year ago, I was like, Becky, I talk too much. You need to really insert yourself and tell me to shut up. And she was like, no. And then about 2 or 3 weeks ago, my mom let me know.
No.
She let me know.
This is our dynamic though. Like this is like, I think we know I react, if you prompt something, it prompts a thought for me. But if she says, what do you have for today? I'm like,
every time I ask your opinion on something, you are very like middle of the road on it.
and this is the problem is that the whole rest of the world is polar. They're like left, right, black, white, like edges. And I'm like, I don't know. Let's scoot around in the middle.
Listen, I just convinced her that the cheating Olympian was actually being manipulative and not romantic.
No, and this is the problem.
But I appreciate your ability to wiggle in the middle.
Yeah.
Because and who amongst us doesn't? Wiggle in the middle.
Wiggle.
Wait, I had an old coworker. If you're listening to this with kids, you might want to just wait for a second. This is way back when I worked at Target Corporation, way back in the early 2000s.
The launcher of careers.
And I was in my early 20s, I wasn't engaged. I had kids weren't on the docket.
You had a Coach bag.
Yeah,
we've established.
I had one Coach bag and boy, was that fancy. Anyway, my coworkers had kids and I had this one coworker and she had 2 little boys and she was telling us the funniest story. Her one younger boy might be like 5. He had just found his hot zones.
Oh, yes.
His private, his Lumi areas. He had just found them. And he was very interested.
Well, it's fascinating.
Like in the bathtub and what have you.
Right.
And so she was trying to explain to him, on one hand, you don't want them to feel like a deviant.
No.
On the other hand, you want to explain, proper manners and, guidelines.
Yeah.
And so she was like, hey, when you feel like you need to apply Lumi to something, it should always be private. On your own or, like at an appropriate space and time. Others shouldn't see that,
right.
What have you.
That's great.
So then he took it all in. He was really little. And then he was like, We have to go after this because I think Kim is pulling it.
Okay, great.
He's like, Mom, I'm going to go to my room now. And she was like, okay, yeah, what are you going to do? And he goes, I'm going to go wiggle my butt. I'm going to go wiggle my butt. And this poor coworker of mine, she was like devastated. She's like, oh my God, he's telling kids at kindergarten that he wiggles his butt.
They all wiggle their butts.
I was so insensitive because I didn't have kids yet and like I didn't understand. And so I would like tease her about it.
It's the cutest thing ever.
Mom, I'm going to go to my room now and wiggle my butt.
If you don't think that is going to be our sign off.
Yeah. Confidence of the Countess. Listen, we have a great episode, or we have a great interview coming up with Kim.
Yes.
So I want you to stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages. Don't go wiggle your butt right now.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey friends, Sarah Styles Collective, Sarah Skillroot is here as one of our fabulous partners and sponsors of the podcast. And as always, she's here to share some incredible fashion trends with you. So pay attention to this.
So we're going to talk accessories right now, okay? What are we seeing in handbags for spring 2026? I'm going to start back here. This is olive suede, so absolutely beautiful. I want you thinking of adding a neutral in olive.
Okay.
It is the hottest color right now.
Suede olive. Right now, even with the black and white.
Absolutely.
Looks stunning. But imagine going into spring with something pink and floral.
I was just going to say, I'm seeing a lot of the olive matched back to some of the soft pastel trends in color that I'm seeing. So the olive is a great place to start.
What a great way to update your wardrobe.
Absolutely.
What else is happening?
Okay, I'm showing you this guy because this is a little bit, see how it's a little bit more east-west in orientation? So a lot of handbags that I'm seeing right now, even more extended than this. Grab that east-west story for yourself. And the shoulder bag is a little bit more in than the crossbody right now.
It's a little nod to the 90s, but more modern and updated,
Exactly.
right? Remember in the 90s when we had the smaller clutches, the big east-west is cool. Another super simple way to update your wardrobe.
Absolutely. And then get yourself in on some Python. We've been doing it for years. It's hot. It's back. So Python in your jackets, Python in your handbags, Python in your shoes. This is where you do animal print right now for spring 2026.
Python adds such a nice little edge to everything. Okay, what's left?
And it's a grayscale.
Yes.
So it's incredibly neutral.
Give it back to me. What else? And we're going to talk scarves as well.
We're going to talk scarves as well.
Okay, so make sure you're following Sarah Styles Collective. She can help you update your wardrobe in a flash.
And we are back with the guest everybody's been waiting for. So many of you recognize her from our Saturday morning show at our old network. It is our model, Kim. So happy to have you here.
Thank you for inviting
Thank
me.
you
I'm
for
so
coming in.
excited to be here.
And she's so much more than model. And we call her Model Kim because that's how we met her.
Phone. You know, that's how you're in my phone. Model Kim.
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 Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for being
Different hair
here.
color, changed a little bit, but
You look
Girl,
great.
you look younger
always
every
do.
time I see you.
you're full of baloney.
Darn it. I am not full of, I'm full of wine. Full of wine, not baloney. Okay? So I know a lot of you already recognize Kim, but one of the things that we talked about, because we had Charlotte Marie on as well,
Yes, I
is one
saw
of the
that.
biggest parts of our job where most of us met. The models were a huge part of what we did in
You know
presenting
my
fashion.
feeling. I think more than what we did.
The number one. But the problem was they only mic'd two insane people and they didn't mic.
thank God they did because you guys are fabulous.
So we love getting to know you guys behind the scenes because we didn't get to know you as much.
And I miss it so much.
Do you?
I really, truly miss it.
Now, what time did you have to get up? Because this one got up at 3 or 4
4.
because you had to drive 8,000 miles.
Every Saturday.
How far away were you driving in?
Dedicated.
Yes.
For an hour.
Oh
Hour drive.
my gosh. So how did you get started in modeling?
I worked in surgery 37 years, and then I went back to college at 55 and got my esthetician license and decided if I can go to school with 18 and 19-year-olds, I can do anything.
Yes,
So
you can.
my daughter always thought I should do it. I was 5'10" in 9th grade, but I got married, I moved to a farm, I raised 3 kids, and after the esthetician, then I decided to give it a go. So my daughter took a picture of me, I sent it into Karen's, and just started getting little jobs from there, like Publishers Clearinghouse, and
And Karen's is a modeling agency here in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So just waited and kind of got the jobs. And I didn't practice as an esthetician because I was still working in surgery.
Yes.
Still helping, with farming.
Wait, what kind of surgery were you working in?
Well, I did a lot of, like Abbott Northwestern Hospital, I started with low back and scoliosis.
Oh my gosh.
Then when I got married, I moved to Hutchinson, outside of Hutchinson, and I did just general surgery. Then I met my eye guys, my eye surgeons, and they came in 1990, and they came together from Chicago. So I started working with them for many years.
In eye surgery?
Eye surgery.
So they're asking for scalpel number 7 and you're handing
so
it?
I basically set up all the surgeries,
Yes.
what we were doing, and then I would hand it. And yeah, I loved it. I really loved it.
I bet you're really good at that.
It was fun.
But were you glamorous even in scrubs? Because you're so, we think of you as like a glamour girl.
No, you wear your bouffant hat and your scrubs and mask.
But I've seen the way you organize your accessories that you would bring into modeling, so I can only imagine the way you
was very
organized
organized.
OR.
Yeah, even like low back and scoliosis, we had huge tables.
Full of everything you needed.
Roll them up, yes. But it was so much fun. But anyway, I met Dr. Merkin Wallen in 1990, and I worked with them. I started working 1 day a week, and then I was 2 days a week and working with them Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then one day after like 15 years, Dr. Merck taps me on the shoulder and said, "Hey, are you happy with your hours?" and blah, blah, blah. And I went, "Yeah." So they built their own facility, moved in Hutchinson. So I worked with them for 17 years doing cataract surgery.
And Hutchinson is like probably an hour outside Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Hour and 15 minutes outside Minneapolis.
About 30 minutes from my house where I lived.
Yes.
And all the while, you're living on and working a farm.
Yep.
And you have
A
responsibilities
working
there,
farm,
too.
not just a house with a silo on it. Like
Right.
a working farm.
Well, I didn't drive tractors and combines, but I
your husband
cooked
does.
a lot of food.
Right?
Yes.
So
yes.
What does it mean to have a working farm? Because I think a lot of people don't
Yeah,
understand.
this is not like ballerina where we're pretending.
No, yes.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have animals, so you start planting April, depending on weather. Everything is
Yes.
Mother Nature.
Yes.
So we start April, and then you still have to go through all the fields. We still work till probably the end of July, just going through everything,
Yes.
and then usually our slow time is like August.
Yeah.
And then come September, then full on
Harvest.
harvest.
Yes.
that's
And how many
when-
are you cooking for?
It depends. I mean, it can be anywhere from 6 to 16
Wow.
men.
So
Yeah.
they're working all day in the fields and you're making them their meals.
Yes. Well, now that I have 2 daughter-in-laws,
Yes.
they have to do it.
Oh,
This is why you married them.
Yeah.
So you have to do it.
You know, I
Yeah.
said the reason I had boys was because I wanted to make staff. I needed help.
Yes. So they're awesome.
So simultaneously, your husband's a working farm. I mean, what vegetables and crops do you
Kidney
guys?
beans, sugar beets, corn. We're involved in ethanol. So all of our corn goes to the ethanol plant.
Okay.
It's farmer owned. So
Yep.
there's probably 900 farmers that belong to the ethanol plant. What else do we do? We used to do wheat. We don't do wheat so much anymore. A little bit of soybeans. And now my boys farm.
Yes.
So that's really nice.
So great.
So
it's
you
busy.
were raising 3 kids on the working farm while working in surgery.
Yes.
And then still was like, you know what I'll do? I'll go back to college when I'm 55.
I love skin. I've always loved skin. So I wanted
Yes.
to, education is everything.
Yeah.
You never lose doing it.
But you never ended up working
No.
as an esthetician, right?
Right.
You just
but you are sort of practicing in your bathroom. You are.
I am. And I brought a couple things.
Yeah, no, I was totally like, Kim, make sure you bring the things that keep your skin looking
girls
like
want
that.
the
Like
tips, the
I know all the
tricks.
girls, and especially this one needs to know more.
But don't you think? I mean, I think that's true. Though I think your home care is just as important as what we do.
Oh, yes.
at the clinic.
My mother used to my mom made me start washing my face at the age of 12.
Really?
And I'm not kidding you. It was with Noxzema. Do you remember Noxzema?
I love that
I
stuff.
don't even know what that
If it didn't sting, it wasn't working right, baby.
You know what we would do? We would do Noxzema, hit it with a little sea breeze, which you could
Yes.
probably start a fire with. It was so flammable.
Yep.
And then I can't even-
Clearasil.
Oh,
Add a little Clearasil
we had
on there.
nothing else compared
No.
to what is now. And
That's
we didn't
true.
have sunscreen. We got fried.
yeah.
No, we had baby oil, baby,
Yeah,
and
foil
got
oil
yes,
and-
yes,
Foil and oil.
foil
We
and
burned.
no, I remember my mom just giving me like number 2. It was suntan oil, suntan lotion. It wasn't sun protection,
Right.
And we always tanned
Hawaiian Tropic.
We didn't get burned.
Tropic,
Yeah,
yes.
we wouldn't burn red, so we just thought it was healthy. Like we didn't know, you know, like some people if they got a burn, they would know. Oh, that's not right. We didn't get burned.
Oh, because you get toasty.
Yeah.
And do you burn?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you have lighter skin.
Yeah. Okay.
I spent a week in Millard Dwan Burn Center in Duluth. I had to go every day because
of the sunshine.
I got burned so bad on my chest because it was, in Duluth. That's where I grew up.
And that's
always
northern
cold.
Minnesota.
And then once in a while you get those warm days. And, I was a senior in high school and we got out early and I thought, I'm going to go lay out in the backyard 4 hours.
No.
Burned.
Oh my gosh.
Blisters. I had to get the Silvadene cream and they'd put like the mesh thing over my head. And
Oh my gosh.
So
Kim.
I have burned. And so, taking care of the skin has been
Number one.
Yes.
gotta do
So
it.
we're going to get into Kim's tips and tricks on home skincare routine, but let's dive back into walking into Shop HQ because that's where I think a lot of people met you. That's where we met each other.
Yeah.
I'll never forget because I think you came to the network during my little hiatus off.
I did.
And I walked in and I'm like, now who's that? Now someone tell me what's
older
good.
model. We have an
I was
older
like,
model.
hey,
It wasn't because of age. It was because of the glamour.
Well,
the full-time
and
fancy.
you looked so good out there. And something we talked about with Charlotte Marie, we've talked about with others, is people underestimate, I think, the skill it takes to be a model of any kind, but a model live on air. It's a very tough skill.
I had zero experience.
I never would have guessed
Zero.
that.
When I walked out there, I didn't know where to go, where to turn, where to look, and everybody was always so nice there, all the other models, because sometimes you get 6 spots.
Yes.
And you had to memorize where all the spots were.
Well, and then the next week they'd change them.
Yeah. And then they say, well, go to 6. So you're standing there doing your thing, and then they'll go to 2.
Yeah.
Like in my brain, I'm like, 2?
And do you guys remember watching from home and you'd be like, who's that guy yelling 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have IFBs.
Yes.
So the only way they could communicate with you was either sign language or
Yes.
just a holla.
Yes. So, and not only that, depending on who the host or the guest was, you might have a host who really likes to be up in your grill, playing with the clothes. You might have a guest yelling from the other side of the studio that they want to see the backside. So while you're listening to where you need to go in the studio, you also need to be engaged in the conversation happening with those on mic to know like, oh, they're talking about the shoulder right now.
It's time to
Oh,
turn.
they're talking
Yeah.
about the back pocket.
And that's what I had to learn because I didn't really understand that. I didn't know what a jib camera. Look at the jib.
Yeah.
Where's the jib? What's the jib?
Who's Jebediah? What? I don't know who that
But I was telling you guys when we met that, after a while I would go home and I would tape all these shows and I would come home right away and I would watch them and I would learn from that. The mistakes, that I would make. I would turn too fast or,
But that's the differentiator between a professional, somebody who this is what you're committed to doing.
Yeah.
It's like an athlete watching tape. Like you're self-training. And you don't have to speak to this, but I will say it. The fact that people thought that you could literally walk in, sit and watch a live show for 20 minutes and then show up the next day and do it.
right.
Is crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think what happened is because you guys were so good, we were good at what we did, that it never fell on its face.
There wasn't much training with that either.
No.
There was no training with that. You just
Not for you. There was back in the day. I'll let you know,
Yeah.
like back in the day in the 20 teens, there was definitely more of a training manual and it was much more rigorous than in the last few years.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
learned so much from you.
God bless you.
You know that.
Wait.
I
Well,
used
but
to
tell
be
the story.
scared of Becky.
Tell the
Yeah, tell it. You
I
see,
was.
I've been trying to expose her.
I was.
Speak louder, Kim.
Because
Tell
I'd be
them.
out there and she was such a professional, Becky, and I didn't know what I was doing. And she'd look at you and go,
Yeah.
pull this down. But that's when I go
or
back
like there's a
and look.
bra strap showing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you
Or
can't
lint.
say it. Lint for
on
sure.
your shirt.
Yes.
I'm a nitpicker.
But that's
that's
after
so important.
that is when I started
That it
watching
matters.
those tapes. Because why are we here? What
Yes.
are we selling? What are the details on
Yes.
the item? You know?
Well, it's our job to help people make informed decisions and educated buys. And if Kim is not wearing something the way it's meant to be worn,
Yep.
and if she's not showing you how it's worn, you can't make an informed decision.
We were the
Exactly.
last line of defense, the people that were on set. Now there's
Yeah.
hundreds of people that went into getting that shirt on camera.
Yeah.
But it just so happened that we were the ones that were the final stop.
Right. And just, you guys know this now, but for people who have watched Home Shopping before, as a host, I have someone in my ear talking about sales, what we're going to next. I might even have a cooking show coming up in 40 minutes and they're like, hey, Pat, the chef, didn't show up in time. So you're going to have, so-and-so fill in at the top of the hour. So Becky really does have to be the eyes and ears as fashion, depending on what the host has going on in their head, and has to make sure the models look good.
Yeah.
And I think even on set, people didn't understand that. And I don't think a lot of people understood that at home.
Yeah.
Because to your point, Kim, people would be like, Becky is really particular. And I'm like, yeah, she is the last official eye on this.
Right. Right.
Because even sometimes the host is like being told.
And
even
you have to know so much about
you have to know all of
everything
it.
you
Well,
sell.
yes. And I'm having 19 conversations with my mouth shut.
And I think what would happen is, we did have producers and directors, but same thing. They're pulling up graphics to go to the next thing, and they're, working. So are they actually looking at the fact that I have lipstick on my teeth?
No.
So Aaron has to
Yeah.
it's just like
Yes.
this like little ecosystem of everybody helping each other.
Yes.
Because it's that whole thing about like straightening your crown so nobody else sees it.
Yes.
It's like, it is an act of love. But what would happen is we'd have like
People who are
particularly younger people
who are very sensitive.
very
Yes.
sensitive. And so I am kind of exacting, but there was a whole generation that was only told amazing. Everything you do is amazing. Everything looks beautiful. It's all perfect. And I'm like, hi, I'm a Virgo who's 55 years young. And I'm here to tell you, and it ain't necessarily so.
That's right,
And,
that's right.
and not to, it wasn't ever personal. It was just like that. No, we can't go on live television like that.
Yeah.
Or if a shirt didn't fit properly, whether it's too big, too small, not the right color on that person, that's not personal at all. It's really helping the viewer make a better informed decision.
Absolutely.
Because if somebody's wearing a shirt that's too small and we tell them it fits true to size, that's not an informed buy.
No, and my mom is at home wearing that size going, hell to the no.
Exactly.
I'm not buying it.
Exactly.
And we always talked about, Angie and I would always have this thing too on Saturdays, like, is the sleeve length long? Because I love
Yes,
to
really good.
yes.
So I want, the viewers at home to know that this sleeve is
Yes.
long or short, or the torso.
And
Yes.
they shopped
And if
based
I-
on how it fit you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
For
Yes.
I had a couple people after Wake Up and Live that would come up to me and say, I watch every Saturday, and if it fits you, I'm 6 feet tall or whatever.
Yes.
If it fits you, it's going to fit me.
That's
Exactly.
So I bought it.
Yes.
But that's why they need to know, is the torso too short?
Well, and
Yes.
this one of the big things when you guys went from your first show, what was your first show called when you
Remix.
came back?
Oh, salary mix.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
She said as part of her contract, I am not going to do this show unless I have these beautiful models that are different heights, different seasons of life,
Sizes.
all of
Yep.
these things.
Yep.
And you were number one on the list.
Well, thank you. We had so much fun in Remix.
I
love doing that. Did we do that 2 years?
We did it almost 2
Almost
years.
2 years.
We started in April of 2022 and we ended in March of 2024, I
then we
believe.
went
And then
to
we went to Wake Up in Style.
Up in
And
Style, yeah.
when they asked me to come back to Wake Up in Style, I negotiated. I wanted the 4 models that we had. So I said, make sure Kim and Charlotte are coming. And then that's them. There's no... obviously if somebody's sick or on vacation,
Sure.
I'll tease them about it
Yeah,
and say
right.
I'm mad for 6 months. Although I do understand people need vacation, because I do think not only do I love all of you and think you're the best in the business, but also if the viewer knows it fits you like that, they know how it will fit them.
Absolutely.
And then I negotiated in the 3 guests as well. And I said, I can't do this right without all 7 of them.
Well, and think about what you just said. When you committed to Saturdays, you got up at the crack of dawn. You drove 2 hours
Yep.
to and fro.
I took one summer off, and that was before you.
Yes.
And then once you started, I'm like, no vacations now.
Nope.
Summer.
Nope.
that changed everything
But I
because it
loved it.
created that family. It created
Yes.
that predictability and consistency that I think the viewers really love.
Yes. And we had so much fun. What was your favorite part of working at the old network?
Just for me, it got to be kind of the accessory part of it. How can I change this outfit?
Yes.
Yeah.
That viewers at home might go, well, I have that belt or I have that hat, and how you can, 'cause like Christopher and Banks, for example.
Yes.
Can be kind of once in a while.
Yes.
And you want to add something to it, make it a little more exciting. So
Yes.
that was really fun for me.
Well, and
Yes.
tell the girls, you started, first comes a little duffel bag,
Oh, no, just a little tackle box. This big.
then it would grow.
Then it got a little bit bigger.
This
and
is
I
full
brought-
of belts and shoes and whatever.
Well,
all the
that-
jewelry.
Yeah, that was the next size. Then I went to a backpack, and then I just throw in a couple things, and I'd say, "Is it okay? Is it okay?" And then at the very end, I was pulling a Joanne Fabrics 50-pound bag on wheels. And I'm not kidding you. Jen would always know when I was here because you could hear me shuffling down the hall.
It's like the totes that you put your Christmas stuff away in. She would bring every Saturday.
Yes.
But it added so much. It was your own flair. It was so
And I didn't know if I was, allowed to do that. But yeah.
Well, and it changed. There was a time when it probably wouldn't have flown, where it was just the way, it was very buttoned up and very formal how things were styled.
But we didn't sell belts even, hardly.
We did before you, yes.
Really?
No, so to Becky's point, before you started working there and before my little hiatus, when there was more resources for a live fashion show, I think we told this to you, there was not only a dedicated stylist as their full-time job, but there would be 3 to 4 support, at the time they're called visuals, who would support the show. And so the styling, there was tons of extra shoes and accessories and belts that the stylist would be able to style each person in.
And did it throughout the week.
And did the whole, that was
all lined
his
up
full-time job. Rob, you guys remember meeting Rob. He was on, remember when we made him do an impromptu.
That's right.
Don't get too close to us because we will make you do an impromptu podcast whether you want to or not. But anyway, by the time that we were working together in Wake Up in Style, the powers above did not support it with the same resources. So on one hand, it made me sad that the stylist wasn't supported in the same way.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I love to watch people like you take it into your own hands and say, well, since they don't have everything we need to style out, you would style out these outfits the way you would wear them.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
I was bringing shoes, belts, berets, fishnets, slips.
Yes.
Because you never know if you're wearing a white skirt. Like,
right.
See-through.
Right.
Shoes and
always looked
scarves.
so great.
And you look so good.
What I think is so great is it could just be a basic Christopher and Banks t-shirt, but with a belt and a cute little blazer and a darling scarf, all of a sudden it becomes
to it.
Well, and just giving people ideas. Everybody knows they need a white t-shirt, but the ideas that you would give them were so wonderful. Was there anything super hard about working there or something you didn't like?
I mean, just at first, I was a little scared.
Yeah.
But after that, I got used to it, and I looked forward to it. I really did every week.
And you were there till the bitter end.
I was. We were doing the Wake Up in Style pre-tape shows.
Yes.
So how did what was that slow walk away? Because I think I was starting to check out.
I lit a match, threw it in and walked out with a fake cigarette hanging out of my mouth. So how did you back out of that thing?
Is that waiting to exhale?
Yes.
They just said, we're done. You're done. You don't need to come next week. So
wait, after us though, so we started to slow walk it away.
Remember, we did 2 recorded shows, and that's when most of us were like, no.
Can we please talk about that for 2.5 seconds? It was out of order because of the tape show. Erin's actual, do you remember this? Your actual last show was taped.
Yes.
So your live show was your last show.
Yes.
And it happened out of order.
Yes.
And this is when, is this the handstand? Is this when you did the flip?
Cartwheel.
cartwheel.
Yes.
2 cartwheels, as a matter of fact, in heels.
We did cartwheels live on air because I remember, to this day it haunts me, I was so impressed that Kim could do it that I forgot to pay attention to Angie. And I wanted to give Angie her flowers, but I was hooting and hollering.
I'm going to tell you something though. There's something different, and Angie did a beautiful cartwheel, well executed.
Way to go, Angie.
When you have a 6-footer do one, and you're like
grandmother,
and I'm standing
and not stretching out,
and get ready and prepare, and I was like, I already know how this is going to go. And I go, I'm not doing it. Then she, without even, it was like, you know how you get ready for double dutch? You know how when you're when you kind of wait for your turn, and I was like, no, I'm going to go. And she was like, if you're not going,
just go.
You never did it, did you, Bex? I'll work with you on it.
I think I need some prep time. She's like, get out of my way. Hold my beer.
Yeah. That was live, though, because I remember I couldn't go back. That was live for sure.
Yes.
I got really messed up at the end because they were recording out of order.
Right.
And not only recording out of order, but recording the hours out of order.
Right.
So they'd say, okay, we're going to start with the second hour, record that. We're going to go to the first hour.
Remember that? Yeah. So if we were going to reference the cartwheel, oh no, we can't because it didn't happen.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then they started cutting models. We're going to get down to 3 models and down to 2 models. So I think at the end it was just Krista and I.
Yeah.
At the very end.
Yeah, and I didn't like that either. That was hard for me, but and then they just told you it was over one day.
Yeah, and you guys have seen the news about about QVC too.
Oh,
That
yeah.
hit the news today.
Now, just so you know, Kim, most of our information here is based on headlines and hearsay. Don't so take it all with a grain of salt, baby
Whatever
cake.
the neighbor lady said, I take it as gospel.
But yeah, my mom sent me an article that Q and H were having a hard go.
Yeah.
That they were
The HSN and
QVC and
together.
HSN were having a hard. But that's retail right now. All retail is figuring things out.
Right.
I think retail on every level is figuring out how to be, how to grow.
Viable, yeah.
But HSN is not in Florida anymore, right? That is in.
They're up in Pennsylvania, and QVC technically owns HSN.
That's right.
So, I mean, just as somebody who loves this medium and somebody who's such good friends with so many people at HSN and QVC,
Right.
I hope it works. Like, I hope they figure out a way to make that work. If you want my opinion, QVC, I think that you guys should probably absorb HSN.
Yeah.
And then I think you guys should share resources.
I would love if they'd fly me out there, and I would love to model.
I
love
know.
that. And just a new face, somebody different,
Yes.
just fly out there for a week, do some promos, and have fun.
Wouldn't that be
Well,
great?
we told them we could do stuff from here.
Yes.
And I honestly don't get it though, because if no one's going to the mall anymore, which everyone bemoans, and everyone's mad at Target and Walmart, and it's like, where are people shopping? Online?
I think one of the
that what it
reasons so few people are doing well is there's so many different ways to remember, and this is just my theory. Remember back in the day, I specifically remember when the boys were toddlers, I would go to Target just for a break.
Oh, I
And I
loved
would
it.
slowly meander for an hour, and I could get kids' clothes, diapers, food,
Home stuff.
face wash, a new candle, and a pillow I didn't need.
Yeah.
And now I feel
$200
like
later.
you can do a few things from Amazon Prime, then you can get something offline, then you do one thing from TikTok Shop, then you stop by the grocery store for one loaf of bread. I feel like there's so many options of places to shop and ways to shop that instead of doing those big $400 hauls at one store,
Yeah.
you're doing like $30 here, $20 there. And I think that's why so many retailers other than like Costco and Amazon are trying to figure out what to do.
See, I'm an Amazon girl just because I live in the country.
Yeah. Does Amazon find you out there? I've always wondered
Yes.
that. Really?
Oh, they're there every day.
Really?
Just ask my husband.
Do you have the same Amazon driver every day
Yes.
too?
Shout out, Troy.
Love you, Troy. I've always wondered that. Like, is it just as fast to more rural?
Oh, I think so.
Because when I was in Wisconsin, we didn't have
Do you
Amazon.
get 2-day anymore though? Like
I get
thought we were
overnight
getting-
still,
You do?
Yes.
Okay. Well, mine takes a little bit longer.
but we have a Amazon place right there.
okay.
I mean, 20 minutes away.
Here's my question. You guys grew up more smaller towns.
Mm-hmm.
You said home shopping was a big part of your life. Catalog shopping was a big part. Like,
Yes.
because to go to town was like, you had to get in the wagon
Yeah.
and giddy up.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I feel like you guys probably have more of experience with this, with shopping this way.
The Sears and Spiegel catalog.
I heard you guys say Spiegel the other day, and I'm like, I love Spiegel.
That was
Yes.
so high fashion to me. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I loved it.
Right? And when the Sears catalog would arrive and it would be this thick, I would page that sucker over and over.
Or
and I
even
would
JCPenney's.
earmark. Yes, 100%. I would earmark what I want. I would put a heart around it. I would show it to my mom. And those catalogs would sit in the living room.
Oh, yeah.
And
yes.
we'd go back.
That's
and
like a coffee table
visit
book.
them. You'd hope you got that one outfit for
Yes.
Christmas and the other outfit for your birthday. And then you could put layaway on.
Oh, that's right.
Remember layaway?
yes. Oh, yes.
My
Paid
mom
little by little.
layawayed everything.
Now my granddaughters just sit on my lap and we go on Amazon. And they mess everything up. Like, don't touch that mouse.
Wait, and will you remind
just
everybody
lost it.
you have grandchildren?
I do. Yes.
How many? 3?
7. If you count, so my daughter got married last
That's right, that's
June,
right.
and her husband had 3 from her
That's
previous
right. So
the
marriage.
bonus babies.
So yeah.
Yes, that's sweet of you.
Twins.
Yes.
Yeah.
My God.
And then I have 4 under 4.
Is it true that it's easier being a grandparent than a parent?
Oh, I love it so much.
Really?
Because you just give, I know you've heard it, but you just give 155% of,
Yes.
of
When you've got 'em.
your time, you know.
Yes.
You're not hurrying to make dinner or fold clothes. You're just sitting there just looking at them.
Oh, I
listen to them talk and they go, Grandma, guess what? What? Grandma, guess what? What? You know, they're just sweet. And you are on the floor playing. I play Marketplace, Dollhouse. We have tractors.
Yes.
But that's the fun thing. And then you can be crazy with them because I am the crazy grandma.
Yes.
Like I'll set up the Marketplace with the Target cash register and I'll put my glasses on and go, welcome to the store, ma'am. What can I help you with today? Farmer Joe just made a fresh pie. And then she'll take it and pretend and smell it. And we just have fun. And then bring the baby and the doggy on the chain. And we just have fun. And their shopping list. And then we go through everything.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's a lot.
Well, they used to say that even taking them to the store, everything can be a teachable moment and like a
Yes.
fun.
And they call you grandma.
Yes.
Yes. So I want to be called grandma.
Do you?
Probably 10 years from now. So just chill.
Yeah.
Okay. And I say chill to my kids. Okay. But Becky thought she wants like a fancy different name.
Well, because my mom is Amma. Like I like
What is Amma? Does that mean grandma?
I've heard
Jack just
Oma,
couldn't
but
say
not
it.
Amma.
He just couldn't say it.
That's why he calls her that.
Yeah, so he named her.
Oh, I love that.
Amma.
so cute.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Great.
So,
I was going
but
to be a Nana. And then I thought it was going to be a Grammy, and then I'm just a grandma.
Grandma.
So, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So my
Did
grandma was.
they say Grandma Kim or they just say
Just grandma.
Yeah, okay.
Becky wants a fancy name.
I think so. But I don't know
She
what it
wants
would
to be like
baby or like something cute.
Gigi Jazz. Yeah.
I love that.
Like you want to be something just really.
Like I want a DJ grandma name.
yeah.
That'd be so cute.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
'Cause I
Well,
won't feel now Kim, I'm 55 and Erin's, she's
In the 40s.
yes.
she's in the
I'm
40s.
46.
Are you in the 6s?
I'm going to be 64.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us why your skin looks
don't
like
know.
that
That's what I
then?
mean. I really want our girls to, because I'm sitting here just absolutely mesmerized.
Oh, please.
I look like I did a walk of shame home. And I
No,
was
I'm
in
like-
bed last night at 9.
Like I was telling you, I had
Doom
a martini
scrolling.
last night, extra dirty, so I had a little extra olive oil or olive juice in there.
What do you do to keep your skin looking like this?
So I think honestly, it's just doing it all the time. Take that time every night to do your skin.
Yes.
And I have my little things I do. I have a couple little things
Yes.
to show you.
We'll go
Yes.
through that, yeah.
Yes. Should we go through it right now?
Sure.
Yes.
So where
okay.
do you want to start with?
Well, no,
like,
can I go to sleep with my makeup on?
no, absolutely not. And the other thing too, which I tell my girls, is always change your pillowcase. Lay on one side one night, flip it over the second night, and then it's gone, and you put a new one on there.
Okay,
like my
good.
daughter will say, "Oh, I'm having a little acne. Well, did you change your pillowcase?"
Yeah.
Because we go to sleep with so much gunk on our face. At least I do.
Yes.
Before I forget, we have to do one thing here.
What?
Okay.
My God, I'm so excited. Also, I'm thinking about my pillowcase right now.
That it's just crawling.
Yeah.
It's got wasabi on it.
When's the
Guys, I forgot the Medicube, the most important thing.
Oh,
What's the
no.
Medicube?
Drive back home an
Well,
hour
we
and a
can
half
put
and get
little-
it. Just
yeah.
kidding.
We can put a little picture.
What's
in.
Medicube?
So my daughter turned me on to this. It's like a Korean skincare. It's a collagen night wrapping kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I wanted to put it on your hands, and you put it on your hands, and you go to sleep with or on your face.
Is it like
Yeah.
a fabric?
It's like you got a sunburn and you pull it off in the morning.
What?
It is so cool. Get it on Amazon. It's called Medicube.
I'm literally ordering this one right
I'm
now.
so pull it up,
Everybody,
pull it up.
okay. Medicube.
But it's like $20.
okay,
And-
for one?
what's that?
For one
One
treatment? How often do you use it?
every night.
So
Usually
$20
every-
a night?
No.
Oh.
The package.
That's why
Oh,
I'm
okay.
so sad I forgot it. That was my one.
I was like,
favorite thing I
$20
was
a
gonna
night.
bring.
We need more advertisers.
Pull it up, but it so.
And we'll link that, you guys. We'll link that
Yeah,
everything that Kim's
but I
talking
was
about.
going to put it on your hand and let it dry like 10, 15
this?
minutes.
The pink one?
That one right there.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to show it to
You
you.
want to show the
This.
girls quick?
Everybody,
It's so amazing. you
order it
guys.
with us. Okay.
No, I was
Do
going
you
to
want
put it
one?
on.
I'm going to
whatever
get you
she
one.
says,
Yeah,
I'm
whatever
doing.
you
So,
say.
yeah.
Okay.
I just bought my mom one who's 85.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was going to put it on your hands and let it sit there for 15 minutes, and then we were going to pull it off. Ooh. It's so cool.
Is it a tightening or is it a
kind
moisturizing?
of. It's like a collagen wrap. So I feel like it seals everything in for me.
So
at
do you
night.
do you regular skincare and put this on over the top, or it's
Yes.
just your bare raw dog it?
Nope. Over everything.
Okay.
At night. So
Okay.
all your serums, anything. And I thought, well, this isn't going to work because it's kind of like a viscous gel. Sure. And then so you say you've put your serums on and it's a little dewy,
Yeah.
right? And I thought, well, this isn't going to work. Oh, it works.
Okay.
And it dries and you get up in the morning. Sometimes I'll lay there in bed and just even before I get out
Start
of
it.
bed, start peeling it and it just pulls off.
Ooh, and I love that. First of all, I love that because I'm a picker.
Yes.
So I love a
Rebecca, it arrives today between 5 and 10.
perfect.
let's put it on and do it live tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Do it. Yeah.
Should we?
How long?
I'll drop yours
how long
off.
for it to dry?
I just, put it on and then I go lay in bed.
Okay.
And then it just
And you sleep
probably
with it?
15 minutes. Yes.
Okay.
And your
are you
husband will
doing-
go, what?
Well,
what
you know,
is on your skin right now?
sometimes-
Because you are definitely glowing.
Sometimes we need something to divert their attention anyway off of the hot zones. So it could be a form of.
I couldn't possibly. I've got my
Yes,
Vaseline
yeah.
gloves on. I've got my-
Yeah. But I was
My
just gonna-
Lumi.
Oh, you know what else I brought too? Little.
Do you wear those every day?
So do you just? She's got the clump lashes. Do you do it just on the outside, or do you
Yes.
them all the way
and,
over?
And so I've had people ask me about lashes because I am terrible at full strips.
Sure.
Like, that one right here is going to come off. And,
Always.
yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't
My
look-
eyes look
struggle.
like a full rectangle
Yeah.
most of the time
So
I was on air.
love these, and I'll tell you why. Because they're easy to get on.
do you have them on right now?
Yes.
I would never
so
know.
I have number 10 on the outside
Let me show the girls.
and number 8 just next
You
to
go
it.
progressively.
These are the
smaller.
Ardell
To give you a
minis.
little lift, as we age.
Yeah.
Because, you don't want to wear full strips all the time. But if you're going out or, at night or having a date, it's just
that
a
little
bit.
tick up.
I
on the
think the
end.
little bitty ones look so much more natural than the full
do
strip
too.
as well.
I do.
And I have to tell you guys, I never feel more confident than when I have a fake eyelash on.
Yeah.
For sure.
For a while, I tried to glue them or, do the professional like woven extensions.
You did those?
They were so high maintenance.
Yeah.
It was such high maintenance. It wasn't worth it. And I do use the lash enhancer from Isomers, which I also like, but it still will never give you the same. I feel like
No, but you know what
layer.
really works?
What?
Is Latisse.
Yeah, but you know what? I had a reaction to Latisse.
Did you really?
Yeah, my eyes turned like weird.
Me too.
Looked like I had
got
jaundice.
Really irritated. I don't think it works
Yes.
for everybody, so that will work for everybody.
Yeah.
Yes. And of course I forgot I remembered my tweezer. And I wanted to show you why I like these because I've tried
Becky, hold the mic for it. Yeah.
a lot of different of these kinds of lashes.
Okay. So you like the Ardell ones?
Yes, and they're naked clusters, 421.
Hey, naked clusters.
love-
We almost named our
middle.
podcast
We can
that.
see that.
The naked cluster.
But a lot of them are adherent right where that band is, so
Yeah.
you're trying to pull them off,
Yeah.
and that wrecks the lash.
Oh.
These just pull off. Look at that.
Nice.
And then you
easy.
like the Ardell glue as well?
I use the Duo.
Do you like
Duo
black
glue.
or clear? Or the
It's the clear.
okay.
Yeah.
I got to get those for date night. John will say, "Oh, fancy."
Oh la la.
Just a little lateral lift.
Yes.
Just you don't have to do a lot, but just I think it looks nice.
Oh, it's such good tips.
And I think especially as we get older, a stronger lash really helps too because we want less makeup.
we need a lift.
Yes.
We need a
so
lift.
Yes.
I don't know if you agree, but I think like a nice penciled in brow, a nice strong lash line, and a pretty little blushy lip.
Yeah.
If you have those three things, it's like even though you're losing the structure, or I feel like I'm losing the way my face
Everything
used to look,
is gonna-
as
yeah.
long as you've got those like checkpoints.
Well, clearly it's working for you. The men can't keep their hands off of your thighs.
God bless these girls.
Clearly working
But
for
why
you.
are these girls bleaching their eyebrows? I'm like, it's
I don't get that
the
either.
Worst.
Yuck. I don't get that either.
I think that's just quote unquote high fashion. And I love a couture high fashion moment, but I think some of that is just for shock value.
absolutely.
I know.
Absolutely.
That is one trend I don't know that I could ever get behind is bleaching of the eyebrow. There's a lot of different trends I'm happy to follow, but bleaching of the eyebrow, I don't think it serves anybody.
No.
Okay, take us through your bag of
Okay.
tricks, baby.
So I thought we'd just share a little. As we age, we get hair.
Yes.
Right. And now that it's we're going on trips and spring's coming and summer, you notice like that little fine fuzz.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people are doing dermaplaning, dermablading, whatever you want to call it. And you can buy the little plastic ones at Target, but I think they just gunk up and they're not as great.
Yeah.
Well, and I've had scratches from
Have
those
you?
from the plastic.
Okay.
If it's not high quality.
This is what I learned in school, in esthetician school. So these are number 10 surgical blades. This is we use these in surgery too. This is surgery.
Okay.
Then you get yourself a little number 3 handle. This is a Schwan Morton number 3.
Okay.
And then
Are
you
these
need
available on Amazon as well? Okay, great.
Probably get the whole thing. For
Amazon
$35.
sends blades.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
need
So if you need to cut a bitch or remove hair, either way,
Yes.
either way.
But you want a Kelly clamp, and they come in like a curved or straight because
Okay.
you're going to need that to take that blade off. Here,
Because
let me
it's
show you
so
Okay,
clean.
here,
'Cause we're
hold
in
that. Okay.
we're in surgery, y'all. We're in a
Hold it closer to your mouth. I can't
Surgical
hear.
field.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Wait,
this
be
is what
careful.
You get all
Okay.
these blades in here.
Are they
which is-
wrapped?
yes.
Okay.
They're sterile. Sterile blades.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And you're not worried about cutting yourself with one of these?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can knit.
Obviously.
It's just like anything.
Yes. Okay.
So you just take it like this,
Okay.
and you just put it on that blade, like that.
Oh, it clicked right in. I don't know if you heard
Right
that.
in.
And then you just go short.
So in school, you'd always want to have a squeaky clean face.
Okay.
And they would, and if you go to a spa, they're going to put rubbing alcohol on your face.
Okay.
I don't really like that. But
No.
it does dry out your skin and kind of lifts those hairs up on your face.
Now, have you had a lady do oil? Because I had a lady put oil. She was, yeah,
Before?
when she was doing that.
No,
So
I
it's
feel like she's doing that just to.
Ooh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But I don't
Don't
the
go to that
rubbing,
No.
or the rubbing alcohol.
Okay, too
I
harsh.
just do it just a
Yeah.
nice, clean, dry face.
Yeah.
And you're just going to really want to always hold your skin super taut. And just start going down like this.
And against the grain, or I mean, with the grain down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And like for me, I always get dry in here.
Yeah.
So just, get in there and just hold that up. And I think we tend to get a lot of hairs here.
Yes.
But just be careful. The other thing I would suggest is always do you have a 10X LED mirror?
Yes.
That demon. Yes.
That demon.
We need those as we age, because you look in one of those and you're like, eyebrows.
Yes.
I've done like even above my.
Oh my
below
God.
my
Be
eyebrow.
careful
you're a
if you do
medical
that.
professional.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think if you're looking in that
Yeah,
really
yeah,
close
yeah.
mirror, you
Yeah.
can do a really good
Yeah.
job.
Well, and you know what I think happens? Like whatever happened to Baby Jane, sometimes when you see older gals and their makeup is crazy, I think it's because they can't see.
They can't see. We
Crazy
can't see.
lip,
Yeah.
crazy eye
Yes.
makeup,
Anyway, this is how you just take it off. So you just take that clamp it, and it comes right off.
Perfect. Don't use
And
your
then-
fingers for that removal.
No. And then I just kind of pop it right in here and then put it in something.
And how long
Yeah.
do those last?
One-time deal.
Oh,
You don't want to reuse these on your skin.
And how often are you doing that? Once a week?
I would say, once a week.
Okay.
Once every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
I love it.
wow.
buying $70, $100 to go in and have this professionally done. This is what they use. 100%.
Yes. Do you believe in retinol?
Okay, I used to,
Yes.
but as I age, I get too dry.
Got it. Okay.
And with the estrogen, as we age, we lose estrogen.
Yes.
That's another whole thing, HRT.
Yes.
I know you guys believe in that. I love it.
I am on that.
Yeah.
I have been
Yes.
for years.
Yeah.
So, and that's a miracle thing. And they just said that was it. I think Dr. McCarty just
Yes.
came on and said it's really good.
Yeah.
But yes, so I don't use that anymore, but I do use this. So
What's
this? Is
this?
a Retin A alternative. And this skincare line, you guys, I've been using for 15 years. It came out in
Really?
2009 with hyaluronic acid. Oh, before I
And what's this one called?
Timeless.
Okay.
so I have like a lot of their stuff. The other thing I was going to say,
Timeless. Sponsor her.
no, I'm not, no affiliation. I'm just,
Wow.
what I-
Friend
Yes.
to friend.
Yes.
But what we want to
Hottie to hottie.
after we dermablade, you definitely want to put hyaluronic acid on
Yes.
to
Yes.
put that moisture back on. What
Yes.
I like the most is squalene.
Yeah.
Squalene is a little more viscous,
Okay.
a little thicker. So I will use this all winter long, and I'll mix it with some serums.
A
too.
little
Yes.
cocktail.
Yes.
Yep.
And those are just pure serums.
Yes, these are pure.
Yep.
They have the squalene, the hyaluronic, and argan
Nice.
in their line.
And do you
Yes.
seal it in with a little moisturizer on top just to keep everybody?
I don't use moisturizer. Isn't
Okay.
that weird? But what I love is this.
What's
You ever
that?
tried this?
Trish McAvoy. Did we have her at Shop at one time? Trish McAvoy.
Did she have a color line? She might have had a color line as well.
Yes. It sounds familiar.
So this stuff is so great. This is like one of their minis. These are like $50, but it lasts a long time, you guys. And there's like niacinamide, green tea, willow bark, and
And a
this-
little goes a long way.
So after I do the squalene and like my serum, I let things kind of dry in between, and you do a pop of this.
Okay.
Try that. This will give you that glow underneath your makeup. It's so nice.
I'm not wearing any makeup right now, so I can just put it on.
So it's almost like a primer.
But you know what I love about it? It's not full of sparkles. I think
Right.
when things say glow,
Yes.
it's like, listen, I'm not going to
That's
clear.
pretty.
Isn't that nice?
It's just a nice little sheen.
So I put that. So I'll do my serum and then do that instead of a moisturizer.
Yep.
And because it's almost like a primer too.
And maybe that's what I'm seeing, because that gives you that glow, gives you that dew. It's not dewy meaning oily. but
Yeah.
It just looks refreshed.
Yeah. So this is what I use every day.
Fantastic.
Wow.
So
you use it day and night, and you never miss.
you can use this at night.
You
but I
never
don't.
miss a day of washing your face.
Never. I can probably.
What if
in
you
my
have
20s?
3 martinis?
No, I will not go. Ask my husband. I've been married to him 35 years. Ask him. I will always.
God bless you.
Before we forget about the blading, this
Yes.
is another cool thing. If we just have that little hair
Yeah.
around our lips,
Yes.
Remington Target
Yes.
did it for $20.
And you know where you
Nice.
see it when you're in the car and you look up and
Yes.
you're like, oh, good Lord.
Or you look
Keep
at
that in
your-
your bag. Just
at your mother and you go,
Yeah.
oh, you need a little
Yes.
something right
well,
there.
I told my boys they were responsible for that. If I'm ever in the hospital,
If there's any hairs hanging on
better
the
get
chin.
in there.
Do you know one time when James was littler than me, which was a long time ago, he looked up and he goes, Mom, you have hair in your nose. And I was like, oh my God,
You can use that.
I have
too,
nose
I'm
hairs?
telling you.
I never knew I had them, because how often do you really look in the mirror and put your nose up? You know, but hair grows in everybody's
Everywhere.
of
nose.
course.
Yes,
It does grow
everywhere.
everywhere.
Wait,
And
you
the-
mentioned hubs. She mentioned the hubs.
Yeah.
You know what we didn't talk about?
What? Weightlifting?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes. We have to talk to him. But, you know, one of the things with hair is I still take Joyce's hair supplements because
Yes.
I love them.
yep.
But the funny thing is it doesn't just grow hair on your head.
Oh, it's helping everywhere.
It helps grow hair.
For sure.
So you got to be real ready for the rest of the body to combat.
And I take testosterone, so
Yes.
that will give you a little extra
So do you do the 3? Do you do estrogen or estradiol?
progesterone and testosterone.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of different methods to do that.
Yeah.
Have you ever?
Well,
explored?
I called your guy.
Yeah, he's not taking
Right.
new people. He's really busy.
That's
I just
it.
saw him Monday.
I tried to drop a name drop Kim, and he was like, "Yeah, nice try." I'm like, you and everybody else.
Yeah. It's
want to
like
look
you
like
and the rest
her.
of the Twin
Get in line.
Cities.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just think it's great. And the testosterone you have to be careful with, because there's many methods to take hormones. There's creams, there's pills, there's injections, there's troches.
Yeah.
There's
pellets?
The pellets.
You don't like that?
Be leery of the pellets.
Really?
Because here's the thing. If so you have a 15 blade, they'll stab you in your hip area and they'll put those pellets in there. And once they're in, if that's too much for your body,
You can't get it out.
you can't get it out. And that happened to me one time. My back broke out. I had hair. It was horrible.
You were the Incredible
Just
Hulk.
greasy.
Right,
Yeah. So
right.
I will never do that again.
Is that time you had a beard too? Just
might
kidding.
have, yeah.
Just kidding.
I did have laser hair removal right there. Game changer.
You know the time I had laser hair removal and my pigment lifted all along here?
Really?
So I didn't have any hair, but it was all brown.
Oh.
Nightmare.
Oh,
Absolute
for me,
nightmare.
that was a game changer. I did it 3 times and it was like smooth as a baby's butt now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, you know, you're sitting in your 10X mirror trying to pull all those, and I hated that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
I do think there was, and I'll just say his name, Dimitri James, who did Skin Cosmetics. I don't know if you ever met him. He was at our network before
He's
you.
at HSN now.
He's at HSN now. And I remember, and I love him and I love his products. And he once told me, he's like, you know, a lot of times, Erin, what you think is a wrinkle or a big pore or bad skin is just the surface of your skin that needs to be taken off.
Yeah.
So I feel like getting rid of that unwanted hair and doing the dermablading or the
Exfoliating those dead cells.
Yeah.
it really does reveal a softer, younger skin. It really
Yes.
does.
And your foundation goes on so much nicer.
Yeah.
If you haven't removed your unwanted hair and or done a true exfoliation of that sort,
Yep.
I would do it before you decide if you want to do Botox, if you want to do a laser, if you want to do something else, because I think you're going to find skin under there that you didn't know you had.
There's a simpler step.
And some of those surface level, maybe wrinkles or big pores are really just dead, unwanted skin.
Right.
Don't
And
you think?
Our cell turnover is like every 30 days, except when we get older.
Exactly.
It's longer now. So
Yes.
you have more of that.
Yes.
It just makes a big difference, I feel like, to exfoliate. And
Well,
get that
whatever
hair.
you're
Such
doing, I need to
terrific
do, and I clearly I'm not.
With makeup, do you do a primer before you do a base?
That's what she showed us.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That glowy one.
That's
Yeah.
just what I use.
Perfect.
No, wait. Will you tell us too about how you and your husband used to do bodybuilding together?
Yeah. How we met, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
So my brother started me lifting weights when I was 19. Just asked me randomly one day in North Dakota, hey, do you want to go lift weights? And I'm like, sure. So we went to the YMCA, tiny little gym. But there were some big guys in there and some really rock and roll music, and I was hooked.
Yeah. Give me good music.
Wait, what
and
was on? What was take me there? What was
I don't even.
Did you start?
That was so many years ago.
Were you crawling on a car like Tawny Katane? Yeah.
But I didn't know anything. I mean, when I was in high school, we'd run and and then you'd run past the workout weight room and see all these guys lifting, but I didn't know anything about that.
Totally. I mean, I really feel like women were encouraged to lift weights until more recently in history.
Your muscles are going to get too big.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
But so I just fell in love with that. And both my brother and I still work out. He's 65. I'll be 64.
Wow.
I
Good
think
for
it's
you.
in our DNA. But anyway, I just continued to do it. And then I thought, that's when women's bodybuilding just kind of came out in the 80s.
Yes.
And I used to watch like Corey Everson, Rachel McGlish, even Tosca Reno. I don't know if you ever knew who she was. She came out with a cookbook. But so I was inspired by that, certain looks of that. So I decided to try one. And my first show was in Hinckley in the 80s. And Rob, my friend who I knew at the gym, was Joe, my husband's roommate.
Okay.
And so Rob was supposed to come and oil me up because it was very different back then. We wore solid suits.
That was a job, guys.
Yeah.
Oiler.
Yeah. Behind
Yes.
behind the stage.
Yes.
So, and we had solid suits. We had ponies. We were barefoot. We weren't wearing high shoes like
Right.
bling bling suits.
Yeah.
And hair extensions. It was very simple. I did
Right.
it front by, side, tries. You did the
All the
whole thing.
poses.
Yeah,
Yes.
all the poses. So anyway, Rob couldn't help me. He told me the day before that he was taking a girl camping. But my friend Joe can. Well, okay, I know Joe, but not really well.
Yeah.
Just
And now
as your
he's
roommate.
in charge of rubbing oil on
Yes.
your body.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
He was part of your lifting crew too.
No, not really.
Oh.
He was actually training for a show with Rob.
Okay.
So we all kind of went to the same gym.
Yeah.
And so Joe drove to Hinckley and put the oil, watched the show, and then I didn't see him after the show, but he left a little note on my windshield. Said, hey, if you want to go out later for a drink, So okay, so I called him, and we were just friends for a long time, but I brought him home one Father's Day with a pie, and my dad said, that's the one.
Really?
I'm like, really? I wasn't
Yeah.
sure because he's a little shorter than I am. And I had never really dated
Yep.
anybody shorter than me, but
Shout out to the Short Kings.
Yeah.
he's a great guy,
Confident kings.
smart,
And 35 years now. Or what?
35 years.
Oh,
Was he from the get go like he knew what he was doing?
I don't know. His sister told me he liked my long legs, but
Well, who doesn't? Heck yeah. And now it's been 35 years.
yeah. So when we started dating, and he's a manufacturing engineer. That's what he went to school for. So he was designing assembly lines in Minneapolis here. I was at Abbott, and then we got engaged, and he grew up on a farm, but his dad always said, you can farm, but you have to work for somebody else for 5 years.
Yeah.
And that's I swear to God, it was 5 years exactly. And his dad had passed away. So when we moved back to the farm where he grew up, I mean, avocado, toilets, sinks, shag carpeting. This is where we're moving.
yeah.
That combine, tractors were in an old shed, and he had to start them up and get them out. And, he's built this business.
because his dad had already passed.
away.
Oh,
His
sure.
dad never even knew that he.
So you married this guy and moved directly to a farm?
I did. Wow. 450 people.
Oh
the
my gosh.
Yes. Yeah. I
So
didn't
you
know
had a
where I was.
church,
I didn't know where I
A
was.
bar, in a post office.
And a VFW, probably a VFW.
Cactus Jack's. It's still there.
And that's where your kids were raised then.
Yes.
Gosh.
It's a great life, though.
Yeah.
Out in that country, we're far away from things. But, that's when we got married, because we both loved lifting, we just started buying equipment little by little. And so now, we established a weight room.
Yes.
We taught our kids how to lift.
Yeah.
Their friends would come over and lift.
Terrific.
And my son on Christmas Day paid me the most beautiful compliment. We were in their playroom, and his little kids were playing, and he says, Mom, he said, we were talking about supplements because my 4-year-old does not eat
Okay.
at all.
Sure,
no
sure.
fruits, no vegetables.
Yep.
So we were talking about how to get that kind of stuff in. And
Yeah.
he just said, the greatest gift you gave us was teaching us how to lift weights, eat well, and
Take
read
care
labels.
of themselves. Good.
Yeah, because I
Yes.
was a label reader 20 years ago.
Yeah, good for
so
you.
important.
Ahead of your times.
Yeah, read what you're eating.
Yes.
Just kind of keep things really simple.
Oh, it's
Yes.
so great.
And that was
So you think
wonderful.
just closest to the source? Is that kind of how you try to do your
Food?
pantry and food?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even hardly use a recipe. It's just simple.
Yeah.
I used to tell people, if you're eating, they buy the frozen foods.
Yeah.
Turkey, vegetables, and rice. Well, the label's this long.
Yeah.
Just make turkey, rice, and vegetables.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right.
I always tell the kids, I'm like, you want food that can spoil. Like you
Ooh,
want
good one.
food that can go bad. Like you want the bread that will go bad in a few days because then
Keep it
it's fresh.
simple.
But Kim, what I like about your story is I think people look at you and if you're judging a book by its cover, you're like, this girl's got to be a New York City model. High maintenance, and it's really fun to see that you've lived so many different lives and we're so happy to be on the farm. And then you could still hold kind of this glamorous lifestyle as well. Cause I think a lot of people think they get stuck in one place.
Yeah.
And you have proven that you can be a farmer's wife and you can also be a professional model.
Absolutely.
And reinventing.
And you can take care of yourself and also have a nice balance within your family.
Yes.
I mean, you've really proven that.
I feel like we're kind of Green Acres. Do you remember Green Acres?
Yes.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun. Yes.
I'm Joshua and Joe is like,
Yes.
no, Joe doesn't
City
wear
Life.
farmer's jeans.
Yes.
Overalls, but
But it is
does
like the
he-
best of all the worlds.
Does he dress like you? Like when you guys go out, do
he
you?
hates it.
But do you lay out an outfit for him, or what do you do?
I try.
Yeah.
I really poke, and he kind of gets mad. Like, oh my gosh, just look nice. Are you afraid to look nice? You might get a compliment. But he's cute.
Is he allergic to
I
compliments?
think he is. That and garlic.
Is he just aw shucks? Just like aw.
Well, he knows the showstopper.
That's right.
Listen, he knows what he's competing
Should we
with.
talk about this dress? You're getting ready to go on a vacation, and you were just raving about your travel go-to dress.
This is old though.
Yeah.
But they still make this on Amazon.
Nice.
I'm telling you, and it's so long. I was telling these ladies how it's so long that it got stuck in the escalator in the Minneapolis airport, and I stopped the whole escalator.
More important to me that she was traveling looking like that.
I love it.
If you saw me traveling, you'd be like, "Oh, who is that
It's
unhoused
not
lady?"
like a burrito. It doesn't wrinkle. It's just
It's so flattering
and
too.
it's great for people that are 6 feet.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not 6 feet. I'm 5
Yes.
feet. But
Well, you have a heel on that makes you 6 feet.
Yeah.
I like that it has a sleeve because oftentimes we don't get a.
I like that.
We don't
Yeah,
get a
it's usually a
sleeve. Yeah.
On Rosie.
Okay.
On Amazon.
Okay.
We need to get a few of those.
So
We got to go back and link everything.
Well, I've
There's a
already,
lot of
I
tips
bought
and tricks.
I got to get razor blades off Amazon.
Is there a part of you that's afraid to do it at home though?
So the reason I'm afraid of doing I'm not afraid to do this. We actually had a great Dermablade. I don't want to call it a knife, but tool
Device.
that we presented at Shop HQ that I really like. It's a stainless steel
yeah.
that I really like, but I would love the razor blades. I don't trust myself.
That's what I worry
It's not the razor blades issue, but if you followed along with any story I've told on this podcast, for some reason I know I would just like grab it and take it off with my hand.
Well, you know I
or
tased myself. That's the only
that
reason
you
I'm
tased yourself. So
nervous.
maybe if I get them home and just tell my husband John, like, put this together for me and then take it apart for me.
It's so,
that's it.
it's so
Yeah.
easy. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really easy.
But, you know, I get
And
just so
make sure
distracted.
you don't do your eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't nick
Important.
it.
But that's why that mirror comes so handy because you really
Yes.
see up close. And a lot of times, if I'm looking in that LED mirror, I have my other mirrors above the mirror.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And so you can really see those hairs.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah. You
can see the
satisfaction
reflection. Oh
of
my
those coming off.
Between that and the peel, lady.
Yeah.
you're
Oh
speaking
my!
language.
Next
I'm
time you
so
see
bummed
us,
I
you're gonna be
bought
like, "Did Becky and Aaron have little girls? did they have daughters?"
It would be
Like,
dry
so
right now.
young.
We'd be peeling it off. It's so cool.
I'm so excited.
I can't. I'm gonna get mine home tonight and put it on like before I even go to bed.
Yeah, but it
Can't
is
wait.
gel. It is jelly. You know, and you're
Yes.
going to go, how does that dry? But it does. And it's just the satisfaction of pulling it off in the morning. Just don't let your husband, because sometimes pieces might be hanging somewhere.
Again, sometimes it's a good divergent. Okay. Kim, one last thing. I think a lot of people are our age and above, and they get to an age where they're thinking, is it time to hang it up? And I feel like you just keep reinventing and restarting. What's your secret to that? Like, what would be your advice to people who say, I want to go for it, whatever that is?
It doesn't matter what age you are. You just have to keep plugging away.
Yeah.
And like, okay, so now I used to jump rope a lot in high school, like really a lot. I'm jump roping again.
You are.
Yeah, and I'm
Good
going to
for
learn those dang
you.
tricks too.
Yeah.
Have you seen that on Instagram?
She wants to get in for
I
double
smacked
dutch.
my face
I'm ready.
the other day and went, it's going to leave a mark. But what a great workout that is.
Yes.
Holy
Yes.
cow,
Oh, you're
just
gonna
go
be like
potty before you
Rocky.
do it.
Yeah,
okay?
right. And wear a supportive bra. Wear
Like
a
I
supportive
start
bra.
jumping and I'm like, oh, I better go to
Yes.
that.
Yes.
But Swiss Skip makes really good jump ropes.
Okay.
Amazing.
Are they
Even-
weighted?
You can get weighted or just other ones because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos too. And even with the dermablading about
Yes.
YouTube, they have, you can always find
Little
something.
tutorial.
Yes.
Well, and that's
Yeah.
it. You stay curious. You stay interested.
Yeah.
You keep evolving. It's just such a great, it's so inspiring.
I just think that's the key to. There's nothing worse than feeling stuck in the stage that you're in
And
life.
I was there.
Yes.
You know, we talked about the
Yeah.
snake, right? When Jen Vick was
Shutting
here.
of the
You
snake.
guys,
yeah.
shout out to the fire horse.
Yes.
Now we're in
Yes.
fire horse
Yes.
season. Yes.
Yes. So I hope you're galloping with all of us.
But
yes.
just moving from, we built a house. That was just, I never want to do that again.
Yeah.
That took a lot out of me. And then I had some mold poisoning where we lived before we moved into our house. So that took a lot out of me.
Yeah. But
don't
we've
realize,
talked
but-
about this, appreciating where you're at the time as well.
Yeah.
You know, not every time of life is momentum forward. So knowing
Yeah.
when it's time to be peaceful, when it's time to go forward, when it's time to take a pause, when it's time to make a move, I think those
we
are
all
important.
have those feelings, and then something will happen. You'll see something, and you'll get that spurt, and you'll want to just do
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think as we age, we have to keep up with exercise and moving. You know, I was thinking about the Tin Man, Wizard of Oz, right?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
see with the Tin Man, and then all of a sudden he's like, and
Totally.
he has to-
Oh,
and if we're
okay.
not moving and stretching, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
you know?
I noticed that because I've always been really active, but I wasn't taking as many yoga classes and I'm getting back into yoga. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't bent over and touched my toes.
Oh, yeah.
And how long? And you forget how quickly you get kind of stiff and
Yeah.
achy without
those
doing that.
stairs.
Do you do Pilates too?
I do.
The reformer.
Yes, I
wanna
love
get one of those.
Pilates.
My daughter does it all the time, and she has shaped her body like amazing.
I like the result of a Pilates body. Like I like
Long and lean,
Yeah,
and
pretty
toned.
strong.
But I think too, even bands are really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I used to squat and do all those things when I was younger, but now I'm changing a little bit of what I do.
Yes.
not so hard on my body. Now I am back to benching again, which I really like. I forgot I really like that.
Yes.
And then the jump roping. That
Yes.
is just nothing like getting your heart rate up real fast.
That's terrific.
Doing
You do
that.
it as a warm up or as the,
After, just kind of after.
Okay.
After I'm done, like I did shoulders this morning and legs, and then I jump. I try to do 100 at a time, but I can still do all those back crosses, double jumps.
Ooh,
Yes,
look at
and I do
you.
handstands. Yeah.
well, we
Look
know you
at-
can do a cartwheel.
Yes.
I've seen that.
I'm going to come over to Becky's next time. She's going to be jump roping in the front
Well,
yard.
you know what I always think of is you know when they did it like side by side.
Oh, it's
Yes.
crazy.
We got to get into that. We love you so much, Kim.
I love
we
you
could talk
guys.
with you forever and ever, but thank you so much for letting everybody actually meet you.
Thank you for
actually having a
having me.
microphone. Can people follow you and follow along with? How do they follow you? What's the
And
best
you
way
can
to stay in
DM
touch?
me about any questions, any products, or
Is it Kimberly Jean L? On
Yes.
Instagram, and that's the best way to talk with you. Yeah, And
Yeah,
send a
just
DM,
DM me.
follow her there.
Yeah, I brought these too because I just ordered this.
What's this?
Okay, I found a website called
Vacations-
Everything But Water.
Yes.
Because I was looking, you know,
They used to have a store at MOA.
Wait,
Remember
this
everything
is
but
vacation
smell
as
it,
shimmer
put some on your
oil,
hands. Oh my gosh, it smells like.
but SPF 30. Put some on me.
and
a
then,
little sheen, a little sheen.
and then I got this from there too, and that has SPF, so it's like a lip oil.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just looking for a cowboy hat, a packable cowboy hat to
Yeah.
wear, and then I saw this, but they have tons of swimsuits and cover-ups and.
You know what? They are good too at mix and match suits.
Yes.
Like you want a higher waist in your bottom.
And this has an SPF 30 in it.
Isn't that nice?
it's gorgeous.
Smell it.
Was it expensive?
$30.
It smells.
Not
It
bad.
smells
30
edible.
or 38. I
Don't
know.
eat it. I
It's
want
awesome.
to though.
Don't lick my hand again.
I might. I might.
And this is nice too, a Chardonnay lip oil. Vacation, everything vacation.
My God. So you're going on vacation.
Yes.
So we should follow along to make sure.
I am going to get a tan. I have
careful,
not
though.
tanned in 20 years. I'm not kidding you. I was under the cabana with the boys. I never laid out with the
Yep.
girls. I will cover my chest and my face.
Okay, good. Good,
I
good,
just
good,
want
good.
a little something.
A little vitamin
something.
Hey, a little
Yeah.
vitamin G
Legs.
never hurt
Yeah.
anybody. Well, listen, we're so happy to have you here, honey. Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you for being such
Thank
a great
you.
friend to all of us. Follow Kim at Kimberly Jean L on Instagram. We'll also put that in the show notes. As always, we were so happy to have all of you here. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. Bye
Thank
everybody. If you want to move better, if you want to feel better, if you want to perform better, and who doesn't, you've got to check out Daily Fascia. Daily Fascia is one of our original supporters. It is brought to you by Erin Teets. And what she does is she helps relieve aches and pains with fascia-focused activations. She is a best-selling DailyOM course creator who does personalized sessions that help you feel your absolute best. You can check her out on Instagram, Patreon, or YouTube. And when you do, use the code HAPPY20 to let her know that we sent you and to get a special discount exclusive to our listeners. You guys, do us a huge favor, please. Will you like this podcast, share it, or subscribe? Because that helps, right, Bex?
It'll help us a ton.
It will. And I don't know if we've helped you, but if you don't mind helping us, that'd be great.
Fair's fair.
Love you.